Across America, voices are rising, not in silence, but in urgent protest. From Atlanta to Minneapolis to Washington, everyday citizens are demanding that Democrats stop playing defense and start waging a moral fight. This isn't just noise, it's a call to action inspired by the legacy of civil rights icon John Lewis. His message of creating good trouble resonates deeply today, as demonstrators assert that the time for polite politics is over. On the anniversary of John Lewis's passing, thousands rallied nationwide with one resounding message: Democrats must fight harder. Lewis, a symbol of moral courage, set a standard that many believe his party is failing to meet. Jay Snyder, a weather tech from Georgia, voiced the frustration felt by many when he said, "We've gone beyond the be polite phase. Fight with every single tool available. If that means shutting down the Senate, shut it down." This sentiment echoes in cities like Atlanta, where the memories of civil rights struggles are still fresh and raw. In Minneapolis, the protests took on a unique character, with Palestinian flags waving alongside American ones. Protesters condemned the Democratic Party's foreign policy and its handling of domestic inequality. Coach Q, a veteran and local candidate, urged citizens to rise to the time or risk undoing the sacrifices made by leaders like Lewis. Simon Elliott from Minneapolis warned that Democrats seem overwhelmed by the pace of the Trump agenda, failing to offer real resistance. Peggy Flanagan, Minnesota's lieutenant governor and Senate hopeful, inspired crowds with her declaration, "We are choosing courage over compromise." This was met with a call from the crowd to tell Amy, a clear jab at Senator Klobuchar's moderate record. Even corporate power wasn't spared from scrutiny. In downtown Minneapolis, protesters targeted Target, chanting, "You sold us out," outside the company's headquarters. Activism is evolving, and Rebecca Larson from Indivisible Twin Cities emphasizes that it must extend beyond traditional politics. We're organizing protests, boycotts, and acts of civil disobedience. Every person has a role to play in this resistance. In Washington, protester Jane Anderson offered a more measured tone, acknowledging the limited power Democrats have in Congress while still urging action. "I believe in peaceful protest. It speaks louder than violence." Yet, there's a palpable sense that patience is wearing thin. Heidi Smith Miranda shared a powerful sentiment, saying, "My dad fought in Wubby-Watu. Sometimes there's only so much you can do peacefully." And Mary Baird, who traveled from North Carolina, delivered a sobering message. "We don't want to vote out the Democrats, but we will. Don't think your seat is safe just because you wear a blue badge." These nationwide protests are not merely reactions to Donald Trump. They are a wake-up call for Democrats. Voters are no longer satisfied with symbolic resistance. They demand substance, solidarity, and a willingness to disrupt the status quo. As we approach another high-stakes election cycle, the Democratic Party is on notice. Lead boldly or risk being replaced. The spirit of John Lewis marches on, but so does the demand for a Democratic Party that reflects the urgency of our moment. The voices from the streets are clear, and they refuse to be ignored.